Hey folks, my name is Mo Amir and this is VANCOLOUR, British Columbia's bona fide culture and politics TV talk show. We've got a fun one tonight. It's not Pierre Poilievre or Justin Trudeau, although he plays them on This Hour Has 22 Minutes. Victoria's own Chris Wilson beams in to talk about the art of political satire. Plus, you may be familiar with the Gen Z stare, that blank, expressionless look a young person gives you in response to a question. I find it unsettling, but our resident Zoomer, Nina Savage, will spill the Z to bridge the generational divide. But first, returning to the show to confess a crime. Yes, he's coming clean after all these years. You've seen him on Conan, Netflix's Comedians of the World. His comedy special, Popcorn, is streaming on YouTube. He's the Juno Award winning pride of Ladner, BC, Ivan Decker. Ivan, hello. What a pleasure to have you back.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to be back. Thank you for having me.
Since the last time you've been on, you had a baby.
Yeah, I didn't. I drove my wife to the hospital.
You told me you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she had one. I helped. I was there. It was quick. Second baby's quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was born very quickly.
But driving duty's very important.
Yeah.
Did you use an Evo?
For that, I did not. Okay. But normally I do. I don't have my own car. I drove my wife's car.
Okay.
Drove her in her own car to deliver the baby.
You didn't have to run around looking for an Evo then.
No.
That's what.
Yes, yeah. But I do normally use Evos a lot. That is my preferred way if I have to come in. I live in New Westminster now, and they have Evos there, and so it's a great way to get into the city. It's also a great way to get to the airport. I love it a lot. For those of you that do not know what an Evo is, it is the answer to the question, what if you had roommates, but for your car? It is a shared car.
Do you work for Evo?
I do not. I'm just a big fan. I like what they're doing. It's nice. I like what it represents. You know, Henry Ford would be furious. He found out we were sharing these things. It's like rolling communism.
Well, I'm glad we got that out of the way because it acts as a disclaimer because you are about to admit to a crime. You're going to confess. It involves an Evo.
Yeah. This happened about, I would say, 10 years ago, maybe.
Okay.
Somewhere around there.
The statute of limitations has run out on this crime.
Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Maybe not. I could be admitting to something that could get me in trouble. The way that it works is you have an app on your phone that you open. It has a map, and the map has little cars on it. And it tells you where they are. And you pick a car that you like, and you click reserve, and then you get to have that car for 30 minutes. Nobody else can take it.
Okay.
And it doesn't start charging you until you actually open the car and drive. So it's a nice little grace window they give you where you can reserve the car. If you change your mind, you don't have to take it. You don't pay any money.
Okay, great.
Which is nice. But when that 30 minutes runs out, then you don't get the car anymore. And somebody else can take it, and you can't get it again.
Oh, you can't like double book it.
Can't double book.
Okay.
So you got to really pick the time you're going to go. Because if you're in an area where they're in demand, that's where the gambling comes in.
Got it.
Like if there's ever a surge of people leaving something, that's when it's
So you put a lot of thought into this. Okay, where's the crime here? You seem to know Evo in and out.
So the crime happened, I was at UBC. I was doing a show at the Chan Center. I was opening for a very funny comedian, Tig Notaro.
Yeah.
It was a great show. I was very lucky to have been on the show opening for her. And I stuck around a little bit after the show to chat with a friend of mine, Sophie Buttle. Then I said I would give her a ride back into the city. And I booked an Evo, but then I was kind of chatting for too long. And I realized that the clock was running down. And the Evo was a bit of a walk from the Chan Center. Sometimes if they're in parking garages, it can be a little bit confusing. You don't know what floor they're on.
Right.
So I'm sort of panicking, I'm like saying to Sophie, like, we got to get there. It's like counting down. We're 2 minutes away from the reservation running out. And I decide what I can do is just start the reservation, which means the car will unlock.
Oh, you can do that remotely.
You just start it from your phone.
Got it.
As soon as you say, okay, I'm here, I'm driving it.
Yeah.
The car unlocks and you can get in and drive.
Yeah.
Now, you don't necessarily have to be standing next to the car when that happens. So this is what happened. I decided to just on blind faith, I'm just going to unlock this car that I cannot see.
Yeah.
I'm about a minute away from it. She'll be fine. I think it's right over there in that parking lot. So I hit open and I'm walking toward the car. And as I come over up the stairs into the parking lot, I see the car and it's driving away because somebody has gotten in it and started driving it
Wow.
after I unlocked it.
Even though this is on your account,
Yes.
you're the one that's assigned to that, but because you unlocked it.
Because I just opened it into the night
Yeah.
where anybody could see it. It still does the thing when you unlock a car. It goes like, bleep, and
Right.
it does the little light. So I see the car and I think, well, this is the last Evo around. I'm going to be trapped at UBC.
Yeah.
So I just sprint at the car and I'm running. I run up to the window. The person has to like turn out. So they've slowed down and I run and I'm like yelling at them because I think they've stolen my car. And I start banging on the window. They turn. They look terrified. This is not a thief. This is just a regular person. So I'm like, something has happened here.
Yeah.
They stop the car. They roll the window. They're like, what's happening? And I was like, this is my car. You took the car. And they're like, it's my car. It's my Evo. I had an Evo that I booked. And then I pressed and I started. And then we kind of calmed down a little bit. And then I showed them in my app that the license plate matches the one of the car they're driving.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, where's mine? I'm like, I don't know where yours is. But they said, so apparently what they did is they thought that was theirs. They didn't bother to check the license plate because it was the last one.
Right.
They clicked open, and I guess I clicked it at the same time. So they just assumed it was their car and got in and started driving away.
Wow.
And then I attacked them.
So did you recommandeer your vehicle?
Yes, I made them get out. I was like, you got to get out. This is my car. And this is the part that I've thought about for a decade of like, why didn't I then offer this person a ride into the city?
You just left them there?
I just left them. And they also recognized me from the show. They were like, you were on the show. They were at the show.
Wow.
So they were like, I saw you. You were very funny. I was like, thank you very much. Get out of the car. Goodbye.
So they potentially could have turned from fan to foe.
Yeah.
Like they might be
maybe
holding this grudge.
Yeah. Or they
Ivan
could be,
Decker is a jerk.
Yeah. They could be spreading, bad. If anybody mentions me, they're like, this guy, oh, I remember him. He's the worst. So if they are watching, and if everybody knows this person that has told this story, tell them I'm very sorry that I left them there. I didn't know why I didn't offer them. It was like years later, I was like, why didn't I just give them a ride to where they needed to go?
Do you feel good that you got it off your chest?
Yeah, it feels good. Feels good to say that out there. So
Okay.
hopefully whoever it is, accepts my apology.
And
Or
hopefully,
if they're still mad, they can reach out to me and I'll buy you 30 minutes. One Evo. I owe you one Evo ride.
well, hopefully you don't get in trouble for what sounds like kind of a carjacking, even though you're somewhat entitled.
Yeah, like it was pretty easy.
Yeah.
They did stop and then got out. So I'm like, maybe I could,
There could be another career.
if I was like thinking about a life of crime, that would have been like a good way in. But unfortunately, I think I remain unimpeachable in that front.
Ivan, thank you for your confession and thank you for your time tonight.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Ivan Decker, folks. That was Juno Award winning comedian Ivan Decker, maybe with a career in carjacking in the future. Now, after a little business, have you noticed that a lot of political comedy online has gotten mean-spirited and just nasty? There's satire and then there's spite. Chris Wilson from This Hour Has 22 Minutes will break down how good political comedy can pack a punch and a laugh without making our political climate even more toxic. That's up next.